All right, so let's go ahead and get this shindig started. Floor is yours, Mr. Manager. Most recent, well, yeah, whatever. I got the grays, don't worry about that. Yeah, heavy is the head where the crown rests, right?
All right, thank
Well,
you.
I look twice as old as you, Becky, don't? Yes, I do.
Well, okay, so page one, we have two folks on the public agenda. Nothing to highlight on page two. On page three, number one of unfinished council business would approve a 180-day option for the city's purchase of Park Elementary School for the development of the MAC.
Does that give us time to negotiate the price? I mean, 50 cents is less than $1, so.
Okay, the price is established in the option. so-
Okay.
Bob, can I
Yes.
ask a question? So if this passes Tuesday, then it goes to the state, and we anticipate they're up to 45-day process, but hopefully not that long.
Correct.
So will we immediately begin, and I might ask this Tuesday just so the community's clear, because people have asked me, will we immediately be able to begin the zoning change and such, or do we have to wait until the state makes a decision?
So the zoning change has been filed, I
Oh,
think,
okay.
as of yesterday. And we're anticipating that that will go to MAPC, I believe, in August and comes to the council, July, excuse me, July. Okay, thank you. And then it comes to the council the very beginning of September, right?
Late August, early September, yes.
Okay.
Okay, because it'll have to go MAPC and
So
then
that's
and then
started.
DAB and
Yeah,
just go
that's
through the
started.
normal
But we have
process.
environmental review, that's probably the most important.
Okay, okay, thank you.
The council, new council business, item number one would approve a reduction of the boundaries for the chicken and pickle CID.
Is this the first time we've ever done a reduction in boundaries? It is since I've been here.
I have a recollection we took some property out of a CID once before.
Okay, okay.
This is when we voted on this 2 weeks ago, was just to open the public hearing.
To set a date
To
of
set the
hearing.
date for the
Yep,
public hearing.
and this is your
the
public
hearing that'll
Yep.
continue on.
Correct, yep. Number two would approve a grant application and awards from the state of Kansas for cybersecurity hardware and software.
Is this just a coincidence in timing?
I believe it is IT here, I believe it was.
Okay,
Yep.
okay.
Yep. On the planning agenda, number one would consider a request to allow outdoor entertainment for a property owner in the vicinity of Tyler and West 21st Street. There were petitions filed in opposition. On page four, number two, and that, yeah, I mentioned that's District 5. Number two is District 4, that's a zoning change. I believe there was one protest petition filed. And then number three is a continuation of an item that was brought to you on June 18th for a setback vacation. That's all I have on that page. I don't have anything on page 5. Page 6, 3A, would approve a contract for the identification of options for the use of the existing main water treatment plant. So we'll be bringing recommendations after the consultants finish with their work. Number 4, it would approve an agreement for design of the new Patrol West facility. That's all on page 6. On page 7, number 6, would approve public art design for the Westlink Library project. And number 7 would approve a memorandum of understanding with the VA and United Way for 2-year funding of the Veterans Ride Transit Free program, which has been very successful.
Yeah, and I might pull that item just for the recognition. I'm on the Greater Wichita Area Veterans Advocacy Board, and we were working even with Senators Moran and Marshall and Congressman Estes trying to secure funding, and we'll, now that we have this security for a little bit, we'll continue to seek additional funding. Some folks within that advocacy board said that if this program went away, it could tip some of our most vulnerable veterans into homelessness because they might not be able to get to a job. They might have to, now pay for the bus and then they can't pay their rent. And so this is just a tremendous partnership between the VA and United Way. So super grateful and thankful and want to make sure they get some recognition.
Well said. That's all I have on page 7. On page 8, number 9 would approve a grant award with, from the FAA for an update of the Eisenhower Airport Master Plan. So that's to start that work. That's all I have, other than to note that I think you have an alumni in the audience. I thought it was a new
believe so.
staff member, and I thought, oh, wow. I'm not sure what we're doing on our review process, but okay.
Yep, I'd like to recognize former council member Brian Fry, two-term councilman here, so always good to see him back around, and I hope your badge works for all the floors that you need to visit during your time up here. So with that, any further questions? No? All right, well, everybody have a good weekend and stay cool out there, right?